keep trying to fade out. Obviously, I'm not doing it too well. Come on in, everybody. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. I'd like to welcome you to yet another struggle cooking class. Y'all, is it struggle streaming already? I am not a professional chef. Clearly, and I am not a professional YouTuber. I am just a mom and a home cooker sharing my love of food on my health and wellness journey with you all. So, whatever brings you here, you are most welcome. We are the happy, wholesome, family friendly side of YouTube. All right. So, we are going to take attendance here. If you would like to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds and you know who you are also welcome here. So we are going to be making some crepes today. I got a whole bunch of blueberries in the last giveaway box, and we are going to be making blueberry crepes. Have I ever made these before? No. Has that ever stopped me? No. This was a special request from one of you all, so we're going to give it a try. I am your substitute teacher because I cook sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. So I will be using sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. However, if you can have the full flavor, please have some for me. All right. So let's see who we have here. Thank you all so much for coming through. On TikTok, I see Carolina Green, Legenia, user Sharon, another user, Love Lisa, Pat DeLay, Love Lisa again, Mike Kelly, Thomas, Tammy, Kathy, Robert, Andrea, Love Lisa says good morning. Terry Fernandez, thank you all so much for liking the live stream on TikTok. Who do we have on IG? We have the hater himself. He says, "Hot Maggie, what are we cooking today?" Yes, you're present in class. I appreciate that. And yes, we're making crepes. So crepes are like a very thin pancake. You can make them sweet or you can make them savory. I loved having crepes in Paris. We had them with, I like sweet, so I'm like a peanut butter, banana kind of thing. You can also get them with like ham and cheese, as you would do a bread substitute, and then you can fold them. We're gonna do a sweet version today, since we have some blueberries. Who do we have over here? We got Sheila Thurman. She says, hello, beautiful. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that so much. We got the Watcher Supreme. Always coming through Team Greedy. He says, Team Greedy is here to eat. Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love cooking for y'all. All right, so I'm going to clean off the counter, wash my hands. We'll get our uniform on, and then we will get started. So I just did a simple Google search, and I picked the first one that came up on the list. Okay, so if these are not authentic, I don't know. But I am going to make them, and I am going to taste them because I'm hungry. I actually cook what I eat for myself. Well, obviously for myself, or I cook what I'm making for the family. All right. So that's what we do over here. And I love to take recipes that we all know and love and try to Maggify them if I can. All right. So let's let that dry off and let's get clean hands. All right. I almost feel like wearing my French apron, but I'll put on the Maggie apron. I did get a chocolate apron when I was in Paris. You all know I love to travel, and I do my travel documentaries from time to time. Speaking of travel, rooms are still available. We are cruising next month. The Maggie Meetup Cruise is available. Go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com for all of the details. If you want to cruise with me and your closest friends, we have a travel agent who has put everything together. There's a website. It's going to be November 27th through November 29th on the Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas. I will be at a different restaurant every night, streaming and telling y'all all about it. Thank you for the hearts, as well as on the dance floor. So we leave out of Orlando, and I'll be celebrating my birthday on the cruise. Maggie aprons also available. You can get multiple sizes, multiple colors. This is the long. You can see here it's slightly above the knee, and you can customize them for free. Aprons are about $20. All right, everyone. So let me show you all the video that we're going to be recreating today. This recipe comes in 3 parts, and I'm going to reverse the order. So we actually have to make the crepes, which are the pancake, right? The little flapjacks, and then we are going to make a cream cheese filling, but I have a substitute. Y'all know I'm going to do the goat's cheese. Then we're also going to do the blueberry sauce. Very excited about that. The blueberry sauce, we're going to cook that down and use that like a syrup or syrup, however you all say it. All right, so this recipe came from iHeart Media. iHeartMedia. That is the radio station, iHeartRadio. iHeart Nap Time. So let me pull it up. And I did put the link in the description, as I always do, so you all can find it yourselves. I went to iHeart Nap Time. All right, so this is her iHeart Nap Time. You all can check out Miss Jamie Lynn, and she has a crepe recipe on here I'm going to play for you all. And I did print out the recipe as well. Lily says you just came in from TikTok. I'm glad. Those of you on TikTok and Instagram, I tried to include you. But if you want to see the full screen side by side, you can come on over to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter. All right. Hello, Teddy. And I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms. Thank you all for being here. All right. Very exciting. I'm also hungry. I think I'm going to get a glass of water to start. Where are you? Let's turn the screen down. And you could probably do this with any fruit. Since we have blueberries, that's what we're going to use. That's what the recipe is. But I'm sure this would work with apple or whatever you like. All right, so this is the recipe. Let me make sure you guys can get some sound. I'll play it twice. Oh, is it just music? Oh, it's just music. Okay. Well, since we don't want a copyright strike, she's not talking through the recipe, but you all can see here, she makes the crepes. We're going to roll those around in a nonstick dry pan, just like a pancake. Then we're going to cook our blueberries down and make a homemade syrup like that. We're going to whip our cream cheese. Ooh, did I? Oh, I didn't have it softened. Okay, we'll see if we can get to that. All right, and then for you all over here, hopefully you all can see, this is the goal. I know it's a beautiful day in Atlanta. We're going to make our pancake batter. I'm going to do mine a little different. I'll do the Maggie cake version and show you all. Pour that into a pan. We're going to move it around, flip it over, make our flapjacks. We've got our blueberry sauce, and then we have a cream cheese filling. I'll be making substitute versions. Fold it over, layer with some whipped cream. I'm so excited. Hello, Christina asked for this recipe. She says, hi, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so let's see. The ingredients that we need, let me get them in order. I'm going to skip the crepe batter. You all, if you want to follow the recipe for regular crepe batter, it's going to be a flour-based recipe, which is totally fine. If you can have regular pancakes, have some for me. My Maggie cakes are the substitute, and it is a 2-ingredient recipe. I saw a 2-ingredient egg and cream cheese recipe, but since I can't have, or I'm not supposed to have cream cheese, I substitute goat's cheese, okay? So, all right, it's a little bit soft. It's still kind of cold. So I've got eggs here. I am using whole eggs on this recipe. You probably could use the pourable eggs, but I like to give you all the good stuff, all right? And then I showed this yesterday. This is my goat's cheese. This one just came from Aldi, and it's not expensive. You can get these for about $2 at Aldi. And Little or Lidl, whatever it's called. Like at your regular grocery stores, goat's cheese is going to run you about $4. This one is plain. So the recipe is 1 egg per ounce. So you see we have 4 ounces here. So if you made the full batch, it would be 4 eggs. I am going to half this recipe because I need goat's cheese for the pancakes or the crepes, and I need goat's cheese for the filling. All right. So I'm going to cut it in half. We'll do 2 eggs and 2 ounces of goat's cheese. All right, so you can see here for the crepe filling, 4 ounces of cream cheese softened. So if you had the Philadelphia cream cheese block, you would just cut that in half. I'm just cooking for me. This recipe yields 14 crepes. Clearly, I don't need that many. I like to eat. I know y'all have told me, okay? Believe me. But you can always adjust a recipe up or down. We got Jobless Forever. He says, greetings from Jamaica, here to learn. I love Jamaica. I've been 5 times. Welcome. So happy to see you here. All right, let me get a glass of water. When you're feeling hungry, trying to drink a little bit more water, a lot more water. So see if I can get through 1 of these a day, then we'll get to 2 of them a day. Shout out to Alkazone for helping us out with the alkaline water. You all have a discount code. It's MAGGIE. It's Maggie. You can go to alkazone.com. My metabolic specialist told me to drink more alkaline water. You can buy it already made. I think it's expensive and it's heavy. You can also make your own. So they have lots of drops. This is what I'm using, the pH drops, colorless and tasteless. It turns water, coffee, tea, juice, whatever into less acidic. So this is what I'm drinking. Stay hydrated and hopefully eat a little bit less, all right? All right, so for the crepe filling, we need the cream cheese. So I'm substituting goat's cheese. And notice this, you all, it says softened. So I should have taken this out earlier, but literally I just came downstairs from, working out and showering. So it's still a little bit refrigerator cold, but it is a little bit soft to the touch. You just don't want it rock hard, okay? Because we're going to have to mix that up for the cream cheese filling. And then it says 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar or powdered sugar. Now, if you can have regular sugar, please have some for me. Let me show you all the substitutes that I'm using. I have some sugar-free sugars. So I'm using this Truvia Sweet Complete. This one is like the sugar crystals. This one is made with stevia and I think something else, but either way, it's a 0-calorie sweetener. All right, so this is what I call my sugar-free sugar, wherever it is. So we have the granulated one. We also have the powdered one. Anytime you see confectioner's sugar, that's going to be your powdered sugar. So Swerve is another brand. It gives you the 0-calorie sugar-free sugar. When you're doing baking and you're making frosting or anything that's supposed to be like a smooth, creamy, spread, usually they encourage you to use the powdered sugar because it will blend better and the crystals, hey, 10 plus, I still didn't do it. What we talked about. Hello, Ruthless. The crystals in the granulated sugar will have a little bit of grit in your filling, okay? So if you're going to be cooking, like for example, in this recipe, we're gonna make a blueberry sauce. So in the blueberry sauce, it's okay to use the crystal sugar because that will melt down. However, for the cream cheese filling or the whipped filling that's also sweet, I'm probably going to use the powdered. Okay, so just giving you all some tips. Hello, Isis Love. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm just a home cooker sharing what I learned with y'all. And that's what the boys called me when they were little. I'm a mom of 2 boys, 14 and 16. Patty Moore says, it looks delicious. I hope so. I'm ready to eat. Okay, and then whipped cream, vanilla extract. So we need vanilla extract and whipped cream. All right, so let me grab the vanilla. I hope there's any left in here. Oh my gosh, just a splash. You all should have this as a kitchen staple. If you don't have vanilla, you know what would be really good in here? Instead of a vanilla cream cheese, you could do like a lemon cream cheese. Sometimes the citrus with the blueberry, just, it's so good. Or whatever extracts that you have. Y'all know I got way more than I need, all those little extracts. The first time I make a recipe, I always make it their way. And then after that, I will doctor it up with my own preferences, all right? And then whipped cream. All right, so I'm not vegan, but I am using this plant-based whipped cream. So you can get whipped cream made from milk. Please enjoy. I'm using True Whip. This is like a coconut cream or a plant-based whipped cream. So just giving you all another substitute. I'm gonna leave this in the fridge. No, I'll leave it out. I was wondering if it needs to be cold, but with the warm crepes and the warm syrup, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so excited. Oh, turn the sound down. Okay, so I'm thinking in what order. This is where I struggle. Like my mom is really good at having everything come out at the right temperature at the same time. I think I'm going to do the crepes first because the crepes can cool. Yes, they don't need to be hot like pancakes. And then we will do the cream cheese filling because I think that will keep. And then we'll do the blueberry sauce. It's a struggle for me, y'all. Okay, so let's look at the blueberry sauce. What do we need? We need fresh or frozen blueberries. So I have fresh. Of course, if you have the frozen, that'll work too because you're gonna put them in a sauce with sugar and cook them down. This is a great way to get real fruits into your diet, or if you have picky kids or picky big ones. All right, so I've got fresh blueberries, but You can also buy these in the grocery store section. These are great for smoothies or whatnot. If you're using frozen fruit, you don't need ice. But since we have fresh and we don't want to waste, we don't want it to spoil, that's what we're going to use, okay? All right. Oh, we got Greg saying, what's up? Hello, Greg. Thank you for being here. Cooking with Sir Senior says, looking to see if you have any tricks because my crepes look pretty good, but when I explain it to people, there's usually be crepe. You are so funny. Boom, right? Here comes the jokester. There's one in every family, and we are a family here. All right. So we've got our blueberries, and then you can see here for the blueberry sauce, it has you using granulated sugar, but I'm going to use my sugar-free sugar to keep it sugar-free, and then water, and then lemon juice and cornstarch, okay? So lemon juice, I don't have any fresh, so I'm going to use the squeezable one. If you have fresh, it's best, but I buy lemons, and then if I don't use them, I just hate to waste, y'all. And plus, this request is last night, so I'm just grabbing what I have, and then some cornstarch, okay? What does cornstarch do? I don't really know. Maybe, oh yeah, it does. It thickens up sauces, right? All right, ladies, always drinking out of a glass, small silent sips. Continue drinking from the same spot if you get lipstick. I am a huge fan of all things elegant, etiquette, and femininity. If you would like for me to coach you, book a session for free. Go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com if you want a one-on-one. Thank you. Angela says it thickens. Absolutely. We got Ponce Tech. He says, hey, Maggie, love crepes. All right, so that's what we're going to try and make. Let's get started with the crepes, and then we'll do the cream cheese, and then we'll do the sauce because I want the sauce to still be warm when I put it on, okay? So let's get started, class. Happy Wednesday. Thank you all so much for being here. I love cooking for y'all. All right, let's see. Yeah, I can keep everything here. So for my Maggie cakes, which are in my cookbook, if you all are not familiar, we still have a few left. You can go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com for the digital download, or I did order some printouts. Someone requested an actual Maggie cookbook, and my signature dish is the Maggie cakes, which is my sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free pancake. So the recipe is in here, plus lots of other stuff. You get these autographed and shipped to you. $35 for the print version, $20 for the digital download, and the digital download includes a link that you can click to see me make it. So it's an interactive cookbook. So you all voted on your favorite recipes, and that's what's in the cookbook. Hello, Abijah. If you want a copy, inbox me and Maggie the Substitute Teacher at gmail.com or IG or Facebook. Tell me who to autograph it to, shipping address, and where to look for the payment. All right, Maggie cakes. All right. So I am going to use the same recipe I do for Maggie cakes. When we do Maggie cakes, we make them small so that they actually kind of fluff up. But for crepes, we're going to use a larger pan. When I tell you to cook the Maggie cakes, I say use a smaller pan so that the sides kind of act like a barrier, okay? So I'm going to do a half portion because I need this goat's cheese for my cream cheese frosting. All right, so this is not part of the recipe. The recipe that I posted will tell you to make like flour pancakes. Please have some for me. So let's open this up. This is a 4-ounce log. So we're going to do half of the log and 2 eggs. So simple recipe for Maggie cakes, 1 egg per each ounce of goat's cheese or cream cheese. If you can have dairy, use your Philadelphia cream cheese, okay? When I say dairy-free, it's something about the proteins in cow dairy that I'm sensitive to. I'm not a doctor. It's just what I do. Christina says you add cornstarch to your fish batter. Oh, fried fish sounds amazing. Hello, Tasha. Thank you so much for watching on Facebook. All right, let's cut that in half. I'm just going to eyeball it. All right. And then you all can see it's like literally like a soft spreadable cheese. Okay, so this is my substitute for cream cheese, and I'm just going to put it into the blender, and I'll kind of break it up a little bit. We'll save the other half. Now, the goat's cheese does have an acquired taste. I'm not going to lie to you all. It's a little bit tangy, got a little funk to it, like blue cheese, like sour cream. I'm used to it now and I'm fine with it. Some brands are stronger than others, but it's a great dairy substitute for me. All right, so literally, I just put in the 2 ounces, and then I'm going to do 2 eggs, whole eggs. I don't know, y'all. Cooking is therapeutic for me. Everybody needs something to relieve their stress. It could be working out, it could be singing, could be dancing, could be cooking, could be gardening, but I'm well aware of what is happening in the world, and I appreciate you all being here. And my commitment to you is to always, hopefully bring you value, but, a place where everybody is welcome and we leave a little bit of that stress behind because we're going right back to it, right? Okay. So 2 eggs and 2 ounces of goat's cheese. So I'm going to blend this up. You could just do this and be fine. I also like to doctor it up a little bit. So I'm trying to think what extracts I want to put in here. I'll do a little bit of butter extract, completely optional. You could do maple. You could do I've got lemon over there, so many things. And I think I'll do a little bit of sweetener as well. So we want to make this kind of savory, like just a little splash of butter extract. Play around with it. You can also do, it smells good. It just smells kind of cakey. And I'm going to put a little bit of the powdered sugar in here. All right. Just a little eyeball teaspoon. Probably don't need it, but I like a little sweetness in my pancakes. Now, if I were making pancakes, I would also add some baking powder. You all can see the powdered sweetener. I would also add a little bit of baking powder. However, since we're making crepes, which are thin and flat, and not pancakes, stack up the flapjacks, we will omit the baking powder, okay? So, let's go ahead and blend this up. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. I get excited. I get excited. Where's the top of my blender? Oh. And, if you're trying to go low carb, this is a great recipe. If you think you can't have pancakes, I think you'll be really pleased with how these turn out. And since it's more mostly protein, just eggs and cream cheese or goat's cheese, you actually stay fuller longer. Yes. Hi, Nicole. I'm making blueberry crepes. All right. All right. So if it is very loud for you, I try to keep it a good listening experience, but I am going to blend. So if you want to mute for like 30 seconds, that was your warning. All right. So let's see what we can have here. Okay, it doesn't take long. I just try to get, all the cream cheese and stuff up off the sides. And so the Maggie cake batter, you can see it's a lot more liquid than pancake batter, and that's what we want, okay? So did I get it all blended? Just looking for no little chunks. I see a little bit on the side, but it's fine. I'll just use this to kind of scrape it down. All right, so I'm gonna get the cooktop up here. And for the crepes, you want a nonstick dry pan, okay? We're not going to grease it. You can put a little oil, but I'm gonna see if I can make it without any. All right, so let me make some space here and rinse this out. Mom says clean as you go. All right, so let me just move all of this stuff until we need it. Let's get our cooktop. All right, so I'm going to use the Tasty cookware. You just want a nice, good nonstick skillet. We all have the struggle skillets. Y'all know I have them. That's what the kids can use, okay? I have taught both boys how to cook. I leave the nice stuff for y'all. All right, let me make sure everybody can see. Hello, your love ambassador, and hello, the norm. Thank you all for being here. Okay, let's turn this on. And I'm gonna go to like a medium low. One, this skillet does get hot quickly, or this cooktop does. So just adjust for your stove or whatnot. All right. So we'll keep the blueberries here. Everybody wants to know what we're making. All right, so I'm just gonna take the blade out. And again, your Maggie cake batter will be watery. All right. So with the crepes, what we're going to do is we're going to put, if you can see the video, and y'all can come on over to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com if you want to see everything. Um, we're going to pour not enough to go to the whole, fill up the skillet. We're going to go kind of like the size of my palm. Then we're going to lift up the skillet and move it around so that the crepe batter actually gets to the sides. Hello, real life. Thank you for being here. Whatever says good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay. So let's try. You know, that first pancake is always kind of janky. And I have it on medium low. So I'm just going to pour like that much. The reason why is you want to really, I don't know if I put enough. I might need to put some more. Yeah. All right. So you can see, let me put a little bit more. I didn't get it all the way covered. But that shows you that as soon as it hits the pan, because the pan is kind of hot, it's going to set. Now this one's going to be a little bit janky. I got these big old holes in there, but when we fold it, nobody will know. All right. So we're going to let it cook. God, it smells incredible, y'all. It's that little cake batter extract, or that butter extract. So you see the little bubbles that are starting to come through, just like a pancake. But I want to wait. Let me get a spatula. All right. So let me get there. So what I do first is I just go around the sides. All right, it's still a little bit wet. Maybe I should have put a little bit of oil in, but let's see what it looks like when we turn it over. All right, I see the bubbles coming through. Oh yeah, it's getting nice and brown. All right, let's see. This one may be really janky, y'all. See if I can lift it up. Yeah, I didn't put enough, and I'm gonna turn it even further down. All right, struggle crepe number one. I don't want to waste, but I am going to toss that one. We can do a couple more. I didn't put enough in. It'll just be kitchen snacks. All right. We'll do one more. We'll do a couple more because I need a couple. All right. So you want to kind of get a good coating, and then turn it before it gets brown like that. So let's put a little bit more. All right. Now, all right. So let's see how we go with this one. We got Lisa the housewife saying yum yum. All right. So while we're looking at this, and let me get a little tray to put it on. This is where I struggle, y'all. That's why I usually cook, when I cook crepes or Maggie cakes or whatever, I usually use the little griddles that cook like a George Foreman top and bottom. Dee says maybe I need a little bit of oil. Maybe I'll put a little bit of oil in the next one. All right, I'm looking at the bubbles. I'm looking at, you know what? I haven't even been looking at the recipe. What does it say here? All right, I see a nice little bubble. It says spray with nonstick cooking spray. See, that's the problem when you look at these videos. And they don't have the cooking spray, but I think I can get it. I'll get some cooking spray. Thank you for that. Y'all ever make these recipes? I'm lifting it up off so it's not just continuing to get brown. Let me see if I can get up underneath here. I'm gonna try and lift it up and get all the way up underneath it. Don't break on me. Ah. I'm gonna try and open it back up. All right. We have one struggle crepe. I'm gonna leave it and let it cook, and we'll do the last one with a little bit of oil. You're making a pancake as well? Yummy. All right. So, oh, I turned it off. Let's turn it down. Let me get the cooking spray. Shout out to the pancakes. All right, maybe the third time will be the charm, but I'm not gonna waste this one. Let me just open it up. All right, one struggle crepe. All right. And just wipe this out. We'll do a little bit of cooking spray per the instructions. On these reels, you know, they go so fast. If you just follow the picture, you can miss it. All right. Let's see how this one comes out. This would be a good assembly meal if you had the stations, had the family helping you. Hello, Will. Hello, Joas. The hotter, the better. I'll turn it up a little bit. Let's see what we can get with this one. All right. So it's sizzling a little bit. We'll see if we can get up underneath it. You don't want the bubbles to come all the way through and break. So hopefully you all can see that. I see a little bit of brown on the sides. Oh yeah, I think this is it. Shout out to the cooking spray. All right, now the key is I'm trying to get my spatula all the way up underneath there so I can turn it. That's the struggle for me. So it doesn't like. I'm so bad at it. That would have been a really nice one too. I'm so bad at it. All right, we got one more. Oh my God, it looks so bad. I'm trying, y'all, one of these crepe, blueberry crepes. We may just put these ugly ones on the bottom. My struggle evidence. All right, I got enough for one more. Either way, we're gonna make it. All right, that's the last one. I have an idea. I'm going to try and turn it over in the plate. What if I had done that the whole flipping time, Maggie? Let's see if I can carefully. Now, how do I get it out? Let me see. Oh gosh, hold up, y'all. I'm trying to get all the way up underneath here carefully because it's wet on the bottom side. All right. So you have seen my struggle crepe. What I'm going to do is we have two. So we have this one and then we have this one. I'll brown this one just a little bit more and then we'll put the ugly ones on the bottom. Hold on. Let's do the plate thing again. And I'll just put it behind me so we can move on. Okay. So we have two that are okay and two that are not. All right. Let's let that brown for just a second. Now we're going to do the whipped cream, all right? The whipped cream filling. I'll turn it on. Oh, sorry, that's loud, y'all. Okay. Let that kind of brown, just so we have a little. I think we're just gonna let it be. Okay. Cream cheese filling. So we're going to need the mixer. So I'm going to bring that over. We could use the hand mixer, but we were gifted. How does that keep happening? We were gifted a KitchenAid. So let me just read really here for the, okay. Put everything in the stand mixer. Y'all see how quickly these brown? Okay. We'll just leave it over there. All right. Now we're going to swap out and do the KitchenAid. Hello, King Flex. Oh, thank you, Derek. Says a woman cooking is a beautiful sight. I appreciate that. This is not a beautiful execution, but thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. Okay. So let's move on to our cream cheese filling, okay? So we're just gonna throw everything in the mixer and mix it together. And then, you know what? One thing at a time. Because clearly, I struggle. All right. So the directions for the cream cheese filling, it says in a stand mixer with a paddle attachment, beat the cream cheese, sugar, and vanilla until smooth, and then mix in the whipped cream. So I'm doing a half portion. So we're going to change it. This is the whisk. This is good for egg whites, but we need the paddle attachment, all right? So this is the one that we need. Shout out to Brandon LJ. Y'all know we have such heavy support in this community. He gifted us this KitchenAid mixer. So even for the small tasks, we are going to use it. All right, so we're doing a half portion. So it says the crepe filling, 4 ounces of cream cheese softened. We're going to do 2 because we have 2 ounces left from the goat's cheese. So I'm putting that in here. And the reason why you want it softened is so that it'll mix better. If it's refrigerator cold, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. All right, so we've got that. And then 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, but since we're doing half, we're going to do 1 tablespoon. I'm doing sugar-free sugar. I'm using the Truvia. If you can have sugar, have some for me. All right, so let me get a tablespoon. So you all saw the powdered sugar in the crepes. Here is the granulated, so you all can see. So we're going to put that in here. I just wanted to do that. It feels fancy. But now, Nina G says, pro tip. Thank you. Not a professional, but I do enjoy it. Okay, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I've literally got like a splash left in here, so I'm not even going to measure. And with vanilla, if you like vanilla, you can go a little bit, over. You can double it. So we've got some vanilla extract that's going in. So I need to replace this, add that to the wish list. Actually, we do have some extra vanilla in there. One of y'all did get vanilla. Chelsea gifted us vanilla, so I have a second one. And then, okay, so we're gonna mix this first, and then we add the whipped cream after we mix this. So we're gonna put the paddle on. This could be a great filling for toast, for anything. But we're gonna try these blueberry crepes, y'all. All right, so let's lower this down, lock it. This one, you don't have to plug your ears. It's not loud, but I'm just going to see if we can get it to get like one nice creamy, sugary mix. I was wondering, since I did half the portion, I'm making a small portion. I really think I might have to get in there. It's kind of doing its thing. I thought I was going to have to get in there with the hand mixer. But I'll use the spatula and scrape down the sides. And just rinse this off. And then we're going to add the whipped cream to it, all right? Can y'all see? Okay. All right, so now we're going to add the whipped cream. So let me just turn it off. How much whipped cream? It says a half a cup, so I'm going to do half of that, which is a quarter cup. Again, I'm using the plant-based whipped cream. If you can have Cool Whip, have some for me. This is a coconut whipped cream. That's how I stay dairy-free. So we need a quarter cup. All right, my little handle fell off. I know it's janky, but we got a quarter cup. So let's just make it a spoon. You could probably just eyeball it. Can y'all see? And if I go a little bit over, don't judge me or judge me. It's fine. All right, so we got our whipped cream. All right, let's lift this back up. And then put the whipped cream in here with the cream cheese, but goat's cheese. So we're still keeping it sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. So when you all see SFDFGF on my postings, that's what I mean, all right? And of course, so excited. It's already naturally sweet. Let's whip this up again. We just need enough to spread inside our crepes, all right? Almost like a frosting. All right, it's looking good. I'm just gonna get the spatula in here and scrape off the sides and then scrape down so we get everything kind of mixed up. Got a little sugar on the bottom. All right, I think we're good. I'm gonna give it a taste. Mom said, how does it keep doing that? Mom says taste as you go, as long as it's not raw, that way if you wanted to, so you all can see it, make sure everybody can see. This is what we're going to put inside of our crepes, okay? So we'll give this a little taste, but I think the texture is good. I think I was supposed to use the powdered sugar for this one. It's okay. Let me taste it. If it's a little gritty, Like I was telling y'all, it might be a little bit gritty because we use the granulated sugar. I wanted to use the powdered sugar in this one, but it's okay. Let's taste it. Oh, but it's so good though. We will be all right. Oh, yummy. Okay, so we're just gonna set this behind. We got enough here. Again, I did half of the portion. So we will take this off. If you want it to be super duper smooth, then you would, I'm just gonna eat the rest of it, do powdered sugar. And now we just need to make the blueberry sauce and we're done. All right, so we'll leave that here and we'll move this and then we're gonna get a little pot and put our blueberries in. And we will assemble. All right, so we're gonna make the blueberry sauce. All right, so for the blueberry sauce, we need blueberries, 1.5 cups. I'm gonna go ahead and make all of it. So let's do, we need a little stock pot for this. Yes, I use the oven for storage for the good stuff. So let's get 1.5 cups of blueberries. Let's get those measured out and rinsed. And then, all right, so this is 2 cups. So we need to fill this about 3/4 of the way. So I'll be doing, I did find the blueberry scones recipe someone asked for, and I do have coconut flour. So maybe on our next cooking stream, we'll do the scones. Oh, we're just gonna do the whole thing. All right, that's good. All right, so let me get these rinsed off. Berries are great and they're great for you. Lots of good stuff, antioxidants and whatnot. I'm not a doctor, y'all figure it out. I just like them. All right. Great for little kids, little fingers, little crafts. So we've got our blueberries rinsed off. I'm gonna go ahead and put them all in here. Let's go ahead and turn this on. I think it's just gotta cook for like 5 minutes. 1/3 of a cup of granulated sugar. So we're going back to the sugar-free sugar. All right, so we have 1/3 cup granulated. And remember, another pro tip for the from the non-pro. Hello, I am Realson, and hello, sweet potato pie. Because we're applying heat, the granulated sugar doesn't matter. It'll cook down. Y'all can hear it sizzling already. All right, so we have our 0-calorie sugar. Then what else goes in here? 1/3 of a cup of water, so equal portions sugar and water. There was a little water in there since we rinsed them. Let's add some water. 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, okay? So we have 2 tablespoons here. Let's do our lemon juice from concentrate. Let me see if I can squeeze this. Oh, if you have real lemon, so almost full. Lemon with the berries, it like cuts the sweet a little bit, gives you a little bit of sweet, a little bit of tart. I love it. Greedy. Hello, spokesperson, endless the spokesperson. Shout out South Africa. I almost put my headband on. And a teaspoon of cornstarch, all right, for the thickening. All right, so we just need to bring this to a boil. Let me get a teaspoon. All right, it's already bubbling. This is a 1/2 teaspoon, so we'll do 2 of these. And again, the cornstarch is just to thicken it. Making a mess. But this could be a fun like brunch or girls or date or whatever. All right, so it's already boiling. Let me just give it a quick stir. And again, you could make this down for the week, make your own, syrup. And again, this was real fruit, real jams, real jellies. All right. Bring to a boil, lower the heat, and let it simmer for 5 minutes. So it's going to be not all the way smooth. We are going to mash it. I'm going to go ahead and cover it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start assembling my little struggle crepes. Hello, Michael, Wendy. So I'm just going to move this here. Try to keep our lunchtime streams to about an hour. So we have our cream cheese mix. So we have 2 crepes that are nice and 2 crepes that are not. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to use the 2 that are nice, and we're going to use a small plate. So for the pictures, I'll just zoom in close. I'm still going to eat the other ones, but that's a little like cooking hack, well, presentation hack. My friend who's a photographer, she said, get up close on the food. And that's also a good portion control hack. I use smaller plates. All right. So let's see what we can do. Let that simmer. It's really doing its thing. I'll just turn the temperature down a little bit. All right. So this will be for the presentation. So if you see the video, let's see what side looks better. All right. So imagine this were a big round crepe. Disaster. Okay. Tastes good. All right, so we're going to spread the cream cheese filling. Let's get a spatula on half. So again, this was sugar-free sugar, goat's cheese for me. Could be cream cheese for you. Oh my God. Be very careful because these will kind of tear. But again, I'm using substitute ingredients. If you're doing real flour, maybe that might be a little bit more stable. All right, there's one. Oh yeah, that's really doing its thing. Let's get the other one. Let's put this on a plate. Yeah. I was just thinking I'll make them separate and then plate them together, all right? So we have our other crepe. I left it in the skillet, so it's a little bit sturdier. I think you were right, Christina. Leave it in there for about 4 minutes. All right. Let's do the other one. Ideally, you want them big so you can kind of fold them and then fold them again in quarters. And this is what we got. Let's go in with the cream cheese filling. Try not to tear it. All right. That might be the best I can do. All right. So I think it's been about 5 minutes. Remove from heat and allow to cool. All right. So number 2, lower the heat and simmer for 5 minutes or until thickened. Mash with a fork to reach desired consistency. Remove from heat and allow to cool. Well, whew. All right, y'all. Our blueberries are looking scrumptious. I'm going to see if I have a potato masher. Yeah. I don't want to use a fork. I don't want to use a fork on my nonstick. Make sure y'all can see. TikTok and Instagram. So I'm just gonna kind of mash it a little bit, and then even though it's lava hot, I'm gonna give it a taste. Those of y'all that are into Halloween, this could be a nice, messy something for your Halloween. And then so to allow it to cool, let me just move this over the sink. I'm gonna pour it in a little container so it's out of the heat. Because I don't need that much for this. This is a nice way to cool as well because the pot is still hot, but this way I have some in a regular container. Okay, so I think that's it. We'll do some whipped cream on the top. What I'm going to do, y'all, since these are the struggle ones, I'm just going to, let's see, will it let me open it up? I'm gonna make a quick, ugly one, and then I'll taste this. And then while this is cooling for just a minute, we will take a picture of those, all right? But this is why I cook live, to show y'all everything, even when I mess up. But it was fun. All right, just gonna kind of spread that on the struggle crepes. All right, I may just stack them together. We're just letting our blueberry sauce, and this you can obviously refrigerate, and you can use it on whatever you like. We're gonna use it as a substitute for syrup. All right, then I am gonna pour the hot one on here. Let's see. And it starts to cool down and thicken up. Oh my God, I'm so excited. All right. So not for presentation, but we are going to taste. Thank you, Mona. Christina says, great job. Thank you, my dear. Hello, D-Ray. Hello, N3. Hello, Alkazone. Shout out to Alkazone. Thank you I'm drinking my water with my alkaline drops. You all check out alkazone.com. You get 10% off your mineral drops. When I drink alkaline water, I'm more hydrated and my test results are better. Lardy says, pro tip, try seasoning next time. Seasoning the blueberry. Yes, we put a little bit of lemon in here. I'm going to go ahead and taste it since we're at time. Put a little lemon in here. So I'm very excited. So these were my struggle crepes, but I am going to give you guys your presentation. All right, so we have our Maggie Cakes, sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. We have our cream cheese mixture, which is goat's cheese and sweetener for me. And then this bite is way too big. It's not elegant, but I'm hungry. My teacher's gonna get me. Hello, Jason Kim. Christina says, looks amazing. I think my knees just buckled. Good Lord. Oh my God. When I tell you I want to inhale this, wow. For those of you all who don't like goat's cheese because it's got too strong of a taste to it, paired with the blueberry lemon, y'all. Okay, this is devolving fast. Let me get you a presentation. The sweetness of the blueberry. Where is my cow? Okay, y'all. Let's get this we are over time. So we let this one cool a little bit. We're gonna put our blueberry sauce. I'm thinking, let's go ahead and put it on the presentation plate. Because that blueberry sauce, once I move it, I like to move it. All right. So we're gonna put a little bit of cooled blueberry syrup inside. And we're gonna fold it. And the same here, stomach. Let's see. All right. We're gonna fold it. Now let's see. How can I make this look nice? Since my crepes aren't that big, let's see if I... Not great, but you know what makes it look better? We're going to drizzle blueberry sauce on all of it. A little garnish helps. And then we're gonna put some whipped cream. The whipped cream. Let's just put that in the middle. I'll put a little bit on each. And yes, I'm still gonna eat it. And a little bit more blueberry. Not my best, but hello, Yvette, and hello, Eugene. I tried, y'all. It doesn't look good. I'm almost embarrassed to take a picture of it, but when I tell you, ah, really? Thank you, Jason. Mona's looking. She says it looks amazing. Really, y'all? Thank you. And this was a struggle for me, but let me get a picture of it. I'm gonna try and get up close on it so you can't tell. So when you all see these on my page, you know, people are like, you know, Maggie, did you make that? Yes, I made that. This is how my channel started. So I just come in here and show you all how I do it. All right, so today we made the I Heart Nap Time blueberry crepes. We have fresh blueberry sauce that we made. We also have a dairy-free cream cheese filling using goat's cheese and plant-based whipped cream. And then the Maggie cakes are made with goat's cheese and eggs to keep them gluten-free. Enjoy. All right, well, you all are too kind. So because of that, I am going to take a bite for you and give you your taste. It would be better if you had them like full and overflowing and folded nicely, but let's get in here and enjoy. Let me see. Cool. Sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. Y'all, when I tell you, you know what it is? I know what it is. And I just threw my plate. It's the lemon. That little bit of lemon in the blueberry sauce gives you a little like that you don't expect, because you expect this to be like super duper sweet, and it is sweet, but mama. Christina says yum. Latasha's loving it. Dee Dee says, can you use cream cheese instead of flour? For which? For the y'all, I got a date with a plate. All right, y'all. Give it a try. I did put the recipe in the description. All right, let me stop because it's about to be ugly. The lemon turns it up. For the crepes, yes. Cream cheese and eggs, or goat's cheese and eggs if you want to be dairy-free. Absolutely. Alcazone says you love it. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to finish eating this. So 4 ounces of cream cheese. I'm not going to eat all the blueberry. And 4 eggs. So this is a great high protein meal. Sugar-free sugar. I'm very, very happy. So thank you all for being here. We're going to dismiss tonight. Lucy and I will be doing the Q&A. Ask us anything. If you have any questions, come through at 8 p.m. Eastern. I will see you all on the next struggle cooking class. Thank you, thank you, thank you for going through all of this with me. It was fun. And you can check out I Heart Nap Time for the recipe. I just put my own little spin on it, but it was excellent. All right. So we are going to go ahead and dismiss. You all try it and make it your own. All right. Thank you so much. It was fun. Thank you, Dee Dee. All right, TikTok, we're going to go ahead and dismiss. Thank you for the hearts. See you all next time. If I know how to end it, y'all, I'm struggling today. All right. Instagram, thank you all so much for being here. I will see you all next time. Class is dismissed. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Thank you all so much for being here. Have a great day. See you all tonight with Lucy. Class is dismissed.